Hey Flutes, welcome back to my series 12 Weeks to 12 Major Scales. This is lesson 2 of 3 focusing on D major scale. Come back this week for our third lesson, finishing up memorizing D major scale. And then next week we'll move on to A major scale. For this lesson we will review what we learned in last lesson, work on more exercises within the D major scale, specifically focusing on the arpeggio this week. And then we will finish the lesson memorizing a few more notes within the D major scale and arpeggio. Last week, we learned what a scale is. We learned what the major scale pattern is. We used the piano to build our major scale. Then we played some exercises within that key signature to become more familiar with the notes within D major scale. Do you remember what a scale is? It's a pattern of 8 notes within an octave that we use mostly in Western music. Do you remember what the major scale pattern is? It is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Do you remember how to use the piano to build a major scale? Create your pattern using diagonal lines from white to black keys and using horizontal lines from one white key to the next, starting and ending on the note of whatever scale you're trying to learn. And then use the major scale pattern to circle whole versus half steps and then figure out which notes are in that scale from there. So since we've already had one lesson on the D major scale, can you tell me which 2 notes are sharp within the D major scale? It is F sharp and C sharp. Okay, so with each one of these lessons, I want to show you different ways that you can build a major scale. Everyone has their preferences on how to figure out the pattern, but also it's just good to reinforce as many times as possible, because while playing is the most important, if you really understand the foundation of the major scale, you're more likely to remember it and you'll have a better chance at playing it successfully. So if you're a visual learner like me, I like to write everything out and figure it out that way. So for this lesson, we're going to write out our chromatic scale, starting on D and ending on D. A chromatic scale is just writing out in order every single note in the octave from one D to the next D, or whatever note you're starting with on the chromatic scale. Next, you're going to use the major scale pattern, the wholes and half steps, and you're going to circle the notes. So each note is a half step. So if it says whole step, you're going to circle 2 notes. And if it says half step, you're going to circle 1 note. Then you will write down the second note in each circle, or the only note if it's a single note within a circle, and that's your major scale. So your D major scale is D, E natural, F sharp, G, A, B natural, C sharp, and D. In our previous lesson, we memorized 3 notes in the D major scale. Do you remember what they are? They are A, B natural, and C sharp going up, and C sharp, B natural, and A going down. So let's play the D major scale 2 octaves, starting on 1st register D and ending on the 3rd register D and going all the way back down. But you have to play the A, B natural, and C sharp memorized. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, let's warm up using our exercise that I wrote for the last lesson. Let's try to play it all the way through. 1, 2, ready, play. hopefully that was a nice long warm up for you and you're feeling really good about the D major scale and the notes within the scale. Let's play the exercises that we used in lesson 1 that I pulled from public domain, just as a continued warm up and refresher of the F sharp and C sharp key signature. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, here's our second exercise from our last lesson. Remember, this one is in 3/4, so I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. Hopefully this review is making you feel even more stable on the D major scale. Now let's move on and start working on our arpeggio. First, what is an arpeggio? It's a group of notes within whatever scale you're playing, usually built from a chord, but instead of playing all 3 notes at once like you do in a chord, you play them one by one. For the arpeggios in these major scales, we're going to play the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th note. So for D major scale, you are playing D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, and you end on 3rd register D, then you go back down. Now let's play an exercise focusing heavily on this pattern. Repetition will help us memorize this faster. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Now let's play the scale and the arpeggio together. Remember, you have to memorize the A, B natural, and C sharp in this scale, but I did lay out all the notes in the arpeggio for you for now. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, hopefully you're familiar with this key signature and you're feeling really comfortable with it. So let's see if we can play exercises that are a little bit more challenging in rhythm. And if you struggle with any of these rhythms, most of these I went over in our previous lessons, how to play syncopation. So go through those videos too and see if you can strengthen your rhythm skills as well. This one starts on a pickup note, so I'll count us off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and we'll come in on beat 4. Pay attention to your repeat signs too, and make sure that you take the repeat on each one. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's our second exercise today. It's in 2/4, but we come in on the and pickup before beat 1. So I'll give us 1, 2, 1, and then we'll play on the upbeat right before beat 1. Notice the repeat signs in this one as well. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's finish this lesson memorizing our arpeggio. First, let's play it written, and then we'll eliminate one note and you have to memorize it. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, let's eliminate one note, and that's going to be the second note in the arpeggio, which is the third note in the scale. So here's what it looks like. Can you tell me which note you have to memorize? If you guessed F sharp, you're right. Let's try playing the D major arpeggio, but you have to memorize the F sharp in between. Play with me when I count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, that's all for lesson 2 on the D major scale. Come back later this week and we will finish with the third lesson in D major scale, where we will memorize the entire scale and arpeggio together. Then next week, don't forget, we will do the same thing but with A major scale. See you soon.